What turns your age meter up to 99.9? When I do a web search for something that can be answered in a single sentence and all the results are 10-minute videos. Video game walkthroughs, man. It used to be, any game that's been out for about a week had these insanely detailed written walkthroughs to get you through any part of the game you might be stuck on. Now, yo what's up? This is Gamma Master 7 back with another edition of Master Plays. Lists that can only be viewed as slideshows, ads every 3 slides. When a supervisor harshly reprimands and humiliates an employee in front of coworkers. Even worse when they do it in front of customers. People without any awareness of where they are calmly standing. Particularly at the grocery store, where there are aisles and only a certain amount of space for others to get through. Oh, you see someone you know? Here, let's stand here and catch up with each other in the produce section right in front of the tasty onions so no one can get any. Sounds like a text message. I'll just stop wherever I happen to be and answer this text, even if I'm blocking the entire spaghetti sauce aisle. Man, I can't seem to decide what cereal I want. Instead of pulling my cart to the side, I'll leave it almost sideways in the aisle and act oblivious and incredibly surprised when people can't get through. I'm raging just typing this. I don't even want to go grocery shopping now. When I'm using my headphones and listening to some great music, usually I'll be doing some chores or at the gym, totally in the zone. Then they get snagged on something and rip out of my ear. That is one of the most infuriating things I go through on a regular basis. People getting on trains before everyone has got off. When I was a teen I was ignoring this, but after almost a decade of using the metro I physically block anyone who tries to enter before I step out. It feels good. Try it. Nobody will care about the jerk you are pushing away. Big guy here. Also do the same thing. So satisfying shoulder checking anyone that tried this. I knocked one guy in a suit on his bum that was looking down at his phone while trying to board. I wanted to lean down in his face and ask, "What did you learn?" But then I would have held up traffic. People moving into the left lane, getting next to the person in the right lane, and then match their speed. Conversely, people in the middle lane who speed up when you try to pass them. People texting and driving. They're always going a good 10+ miles per hour slower than rest of traffic, or swerving or missing a green light, but the second you honk at them, you're the bad guy, silly morons. People always complain that they see teenagers texting and driving, but I see a hell of a lot more moms in minivans texting and driving. Loud and repetitive noises. Constantly ringing phones, alarms being left to bleep away, screaming kids. Those groups of people that walk 3 or 4 in a row and take up the entire sidewalk. Do not make me mess you up, because I want to, and they always walk slow. Don't be surprised if they randomly stop. If you pass them, they give you a look like you're a hooligan. Another one I have is where you're entering/exiting an elevator or lift and a person will just stop still and block everyone. Like, move. Oh my god. People who stop at the end of an escalator to think about what direction they are going. I'm going to walk into you. I'm sorry but I'm not sorry, since I don't have a choice. People who play music in public on speakerphone, and people who have full-blown conversations in public on speakerphone. People who talk loud, like they are across the room, even though they are standing right next to each other. I have a very loud voice where, even if I'm talking softly I still get told I'm too loud. Like sometimes if I tried talking any softer there wouldn't be enough air to actually make a sound and people tell me to quiet down. Maybe they just don't want you to talk. Litter. I'm not asking you to save the world's entire slate of environmental problems. Just don't throw trash on the ground. Edit. Now, you have me thinking about litter, and I just keep getting madder. There is no good reason whatsoever for you to actually do this. There are trash cans everywhere where I live. You are a lazy, entitled piece of trash thinking you are somehow special, and that it doesn't matter if you do it. F you. I'm going to shove that styrofoam cup down your throat. I'm a calm and reasonable man, but God help me, if you Q-jump my spot I will go from Zen monk to nuclear hellfire faster than to lumps of uranium-235 colliding at speed. Wow. This is the first time I've ever met someone who took my username before I could get it. You're the buffoon that forced me to add an underscore. I think we have to fight now. EQ jumped your username. When people say what they think is a counter argument to something, then end it with K bye. It is so very obnoxious. When I'm on a website on my phone, and after a page has seemingly finished loading, and I go to click on a link, the entire page suddenly shifts down, and I accidentally get forced into clicking an ad. Bonus, those ads on mobile that send you to the app store immediately and never let you stay on the site. Bonus, those ads that redirect you back to the same ad every time you press back, so you have to spam back until you get past them and end up going back before the page you intended to look at in the first place. Concert ticket convenience fees. Also, the printed home fee. I bought tickets for an upcoming show that had the convenience fee and then another fee. $25 if I want them shipped to my house, $15 to pick up at will call, $5 to print them myself. It's mine and my printer on my paper. What am I paying you $5 for? $75 ticket turns into $92.50 or something after fees. People that are too lazy to take their grocery carts back or put them in a corral. People who lie to make themselves seem like a victim, or who lie just for the sake of lying. I just don't see why you would do it, especially if it's a lie where everyone knows or will soon know the truth. What was the point? Now I'm mad. Yeah, everyone lies from time to time, but the motivations behind the lie tell a great deal about what kind of person you're dealing with. People spreading misinformation, making assumptions based on bad information and or not fact checking. If you lack critical thinking skills, make it a priority to learn them. Double rage if they get angry when you correct or question their assertions. People who are always late or unreliable. There is a section of family members that are always told a party starts like 3 hours before it actually does, so that they will only be an hour late. They are also the ones who get upset when the party ends so quickly after we arrive. Whether it's my personal or professional life, nothing pissed me off more than someone volunteering me or my services for something without asking me first. That would be everyone's mother growing up. Mom, sure Mr. Neighbor. He'll be over at 8 tomorrow morning to rake leaves on his spring break. People who refuse to use turn signals. It takes almost zero effort. You don't get to your destination any later. In fact, you may get there more alive. A friend of mine has a thing for dating princesses. See the other popular askReddit thread. Cute and dumb as rock, and self-entitled little pricks overall. Well, I was in her car with my friend and she was driving and forgot to put a turn signal. I, jokingly, told her, hey, you forgot your turn signal. Oh no, I never use it. No explanation, justification, nothing. She just didn't deduce it, ever, and was fine with it. I don't even know how to end this story as I'm already almost shaking with rage. Talking in a movie theater. I went to see a movie yesterday at the discount theater that had been out since November. As a result, there were 4 people total in there and I still had to ask someone to be quiet during the movie. If what you have to say is that effing important, then go outside and say it. I didn't pay for your crappy commentary about the film, especially when it overshadows the actual sound in the theater. When I apologize and openly admit to my wrongdoing in a given scenario, only to be reprimanded for things out of my control. It's almost as if some people feel like they have to make you feel like a piece of trash one way or another. When people use my stuff without asking, ask me. I'll happily let you use whatever you need. Don't ask me. You'll feel my wrath. Grew up with a sister that constantly borrowed things and broke them, so I feel like it's ingrained in me at this point. When the corner of a fitted sheet comes off of your bed and you have to take everything else off to fix it. People claiming they drive better drunk. The girls signing the petition to remove the contraceptive pill from the NHS. Like, fine if you don't get on with it yourself, don't take it. You have plenty of other options, but don't stop someone else accessing it, you selfish idiots. When people drive in a way that puts other road users at risk. I don't care if you want to go 100 miles per hour in the highway, but F you if you're the type to tailgate and weave between lanes without regard for anyone else on the road. Same goes if you're one who screams through residential areas at 40 plus mph, cuts off bicycles pedestrians etc, and blows past stopped school buses. Nothing about you or your day trumps the lives of others using the roads. Calm the heck down and slow the heck down if you're pressed for time. Do what the rest of the grown-ups do and leave a few minutes earlier.